guys, Luck here. Welcome to another video. So today we're gonna be reviewing the AirPods first generation and the InPods 12 11 Pro. So we're just gonna look at the similarities and differences between both of them. But I'm just gonna say right off the bat that the InPods 12 11 Pro is similar to all the other InPods 12, the simple edition and the macron edition. Basically the sound is the same thing. The only thing that is different is the 11 Pro has a metallic finish and also comes in different color variations than the macron or the simple edition. So first, looking at the both of them, we can see that they're both obviously they look alike. They're almost basically the same thing because the InPods 12 11 Pros are just a copy of the Apple AirPods. Looking at the build quality, the Apple AirPods is glossy while the InPods 12 11 Pro is metallic. It has a metallic finish, but the Apple AirPods Pro feel way more heavier than the Apple AirPods feel way more heavier than the InPods 12 11 Pro, and has it feels really premium compared to the InPods 11 Pro. The InPods 11 Pro definitely feel cheaper. You can definitely have the feeling of being cheaper than the Apple AirPods. Looking at the back, we can see that it just has designed by Apple in California here, while this one doesn't have any of that. This one just basically blank back. Looking at the Apple AirPods, you can see it has the indicator lights inside. This is the first generation Apple AirPods that has the indicator lights inside, while the InPods 12 11 Pro doesn't show any indicator lights anywhere around. When it's charging, it just shows a light inside. If you look inside and you see a light, but apart from that, it doesn't show a light around, which I think is really good because it has a minimalistic look just like the Apple AirPods, compared to the macron edition or the simple edition, which has an indicator light right about here that's always on when you're charging the AirPods. So let's take both of them out. So taking both of them out, the first thing you notice obviously is that the InPods 12 11 Pro has an indicator light while the Apple AirPods doesn't have any indicator light. So that's a dead giveaway for the difference. And also in the build quality, you can see there are some differences. The InPods 12 11 Pro is bigger than the Apple AirPods, so that's one dead giveaway. So one thing I'm gonna try and do right now is I'm gonna try to put the InPods 12 11 Pros inside the Apple AirPods and see if it fits in. So it doesn't fit in. I think the magnets are affecting it, so it just turns once it gets in. So obviously it's not going to charge there. So I'm going to try the Apple AirPods inside the InPods 12 11 Pro case. So it goes in, but it's definitely loose. It doesn't fit in correctly. So because like I said earlier, the InPods 12 11 Pro are bigger than the Apple AirPods, so it's not going to fit in completely. It still has some space there. So I'm just going to do a little sound test and tell you guys my thoughts about sound test. I'm gonna connect both of them up and I'm gonna listen to some music and I'm gonna tell you guys what I think about the bass, the treble, the highs, the lows, and which one has the better sound quality. But right off the bat, because I did the comparison between the Apple AirPods and the InPods 12 macron, I can tell you that the Apple AirPods are definitely gonna win, but the InPods 12s are definitely not far behind. They really have a good sound quality with an incredible bass, because I've used the InPods 12 macron edition for quite a while and the bass is really fantastic. So first I'm gonna connect the InPods 12 11 Pro and I'm gonna have a sound test with this. So I've started playing the music now. What I can tell you is, like I said earlier, the bass is pretty good, and the treble is also really good. It has good highs and good lows. Okay, it's definitely good. Obviously like I said in a lot of my videos, I'm gonna recommend the InPods 12 for anyone that's looking for a budget AirPods copy or alternative. It's definitely better than the TWS i12s. I'll pick the InPods 12 any day over the TWS i12s because for me it's one of the cheapest devices that is closer to the Apple AirPods. So let me try the AirPods now. Okay, so maybe some of you would have tried out the AirPods before and you definitely know the quality of the AirPods. The AirPods are definitely one of the best out there in the market, from the first generation to the second to the third. Like I said, wonderful bass. I really love the bass of the Apple AirPods. The treble is also quite wonderful as well. Okay, so like I said, if anyone is looking for something that is as similar as possible to the Apple AirPods but comes in at a cheaper rate, then definitely the InPods 12 11 Pro is the right one to go for because it's really good. Any of the InPods 12, actually, the Macron edition or the simple edition, like I said, I do have the Macron edition here. I have the blue colorway. This one is the metallic green. Is metallic green for the 11s Pro. Any one of these will be completely excellent for anyone that's looking for an alternative to the Apple AirPods because they come in at a really cheap rate. You can get them on eBay, Amazon, AliExpress, and you're gonna get them for a really cheap price, and it's really awesome. And another thing is the fact that it can fit into the silicone case perfectly. Once it's in the silicone case, basically no one will know what device you're carrying. They might just think it's an Apple AirPods that have been done by colorware and the color is different, and they might be interested in picking it up. And another thing that I failed to talk about during my other videos is the call quality. I want to thank one of my subscribers for asking me that question. The call qualities for the InPods 12s, both the Macron edition and the Pro edition, are excellent. I've not had any problem of anyone telling me that they can't hear when I'm talking, or I can hear when they're talking. The mic quality is really good. Obviously it's not as good as the Apple AirPods, but it's really clear. You won't really have any problem with that. It's really excellent. It's definitely worth the money because it comes in at a really cheap price. I think you can get it for about $5 to $10, and for that price I think it's really cheap and anyone would really love to get this. So I don't know if you guys own any InPods, either the 11 Pro, the simple edition, or the Macron edition. But if you guys own anyone, you guys should please tell me which one is your favorite between all of them. And if you guys liked the video, please leave a like, and if you loved it, please leave a thumbs up, and if you love it, please subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next one.